Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the strongest teenager in Britain, Bronwyn Taylor, all the way here in South Africa, making me look incredibly weak right now. And of course, we've got Ashley, Expresso's very own powerlifter here, and Cosmo, the young brother. Bronwyn, if I can give you this mic, welcome to South Africa.
Thank you very much.
Britain's strongest teenager. How did you earn that right?
Oh, lots of hard work. I train 6 to 7 days a week, sometimes twice a day, depending on how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Wow, it's not easy.
I can imagine. Now, it's a very unusual thing to see young people training with weights, especially those under 18. Even more unusual seeing a beautiful, petite-looking, I want to say, and try not to be condescending. You don't fit the mold of a powerlifter. How did you find your way to this particular sporting discipline?
Well, when I first started training, I was only 15. I really needed to increase my strength because I was competing in judo and a few other sports. So when I joined the gym, the owner said to me, as long as you're under supervision, he didn't mind me working out.
Because that ultimately is when you are growing, your body is developing, especially in those teenage years. So it has to be a very controlled and safe environment. It's not just going out there and throwing weights around.
No, that's right. Yeah, I was always under supervision, and my dad has always been into the gym, so that helps.
Right, we got Ashley here about to pump himself up. Are you psyched? Are you ready to rock and roll? He's going to give us a demonstration of a bench press. How much have we got on the bar here?
About 120 kilos.
About 120 kilos, he says. Ashley, get down there. Bronwyn, I'm going to ask you for a bit of technical advice, taking a look at the way that he is benching. Obviously, with powerlifting, it is a long road. You don't just get out there and start competing. You've really got to get the technique right.
Yeah, that's right. It's very technical, and if anyone is interested in taking up the sport, I would definitely recommend speaking to someone who knows what they're talking about.
Now, Ashley is an old hand at this. He hasn't just got on the bench for the first time today, obviously. He really has been working at this for an incredibly long time. Hey, how did that feel? Now, Bronwyn, what are you here in the country doing? Why have you come to South Africa?
Well, we actually have a very strong family and friend connection.
Oh, cool.
We are on holiday, but it's not our first visit. I actually went to school here about 5 years ago.
Oh, wow. Okay, so welcome home, girl. Okay, we're going to set up for a deadlift now. So I'm going to ask Cosmo, the younger bro, and Ashley to set up the bar. What are the disciplines that you compete in powerlifting? What are the technicalities, and where do you start with your training?
Okay, well, powerlifting entails the squat, the bench press, and the deadlift. The deadlift is my favourite.
Now, I understand this comes from a rather colourful history in that you used to help your dad moving incredibly large objects, so it was almost destined to happen.
That's right. I worked with my dad in his removals business. Wow. Some of the things we've had to move, absolutely incredible.
Pulling a van has even come into it, moving furniture, absolutely love it. Now, for young women looking to train their bodies and develop, not necessarily just for a competitive career in powerlifting, but to get this kind of body, what advice do you have for them, especially as a teenager, broaching weight training? What is your advice?
If you don't know your way around the gym, then and you're going into the weights area and you're kind of scared because you don't know where to start, again, speak to someone who knows what they're talking about.
And we're very lucky to have a wealth of incredible intellectual property around this. So we've got the deadlift set up. How much are you going to be lifting for us now?
100 kilos.
What? All right, she is stronger than me. I'll say it hands down. What do you have to be aware of when doing a deadlift? Obviously, this is a major danger area. You're dealing with the back.
Yeah, Well, as you can see, I wear a really thick belt, so that keeps everything nice and tight.
All right, and I love the way she's got a name on the inside, okay? All right, I'm going to grab this microphone. You can pop that on. I'm going to ask Ashley here to give us a bit of technical advice on doing the deadlift. How are you feeling there, big guy?
Good, a little tired. I had to wake up early this morning just to do a little bit of warm-up. But yeah.
Now, Ash, I think most of my education in powerlifting has come through you, and you've got me inspired. I didn't realize how much of a sport and a technical discipline it really was. With the deadlift, what do you have to be aware of? I know it's one of your favorite disciplines as well.
Well, basically, you've got two different types of deadlifts. You've got a conventional deadlift, which is what Bronwyn's doing, and then you've got a sumo deadlift, where you spread your knees out slightly, a little bit more. But basically, the biggest thing that you have to be aware of is when you lift, knees have to be locked out and shoulders locked back. Unless all of those are done, when you finish, you cannot be passed for that repetition.
It's a fail. Okay, yeah. we're gonna have another look here. How many reps would you do in training with this sort of weight?
Well, last week before I flew over, I was on fire. So
I love that.
So I deadlifted 100 kilos, 10 sets, 10 reps. And that was hard going.
Oh man, okay, we won't make you repeat that this morning, but we're gonna ask you to do one more, just so our viewers can get a taste. And I would recommend getting close in on those arms, just to see that muscle action.
Okay.
Ash, what does it mean to have a competitor of Bronwyn's caliber here at her age, for someone who's so invested in the sport? What does that mean for you and for the industry, man?
I think it's great, you know, especially for me being such a young powerlifter within the sport, not necessarily in age, but doing the sport. It's great because I could learn a lot from Bronwyn, watching her techniques, seeing the years of experience that she's got under her. It's a great attribute to have, and it's kind of like a little teacher, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
Especially being so young. And it's just quite inspiring because being so young, she's got so many years to carry on doing what she's doing and just progressing further and further.
It is very exciting. Bronwyn, I'm going to ask for one quick last word. Any young girls out there, any words for them as they approach transforming their bodies in the way that you have?
Don't be scared when you go into the weights area. Weights are actually very good for you. Don't worry, girls. If you pick up a weight, you're not going to turn into the Incredible Hulk, because I don't look like the Incredible Hulk. Yeah. But weights are very good because not only does it increase your strength, it tones you, and it helps with weight loss as well.
Oh man, it is inspirational to have you in the country. Enjoy your time back here connecting with friends and family. Thanks to Cosmo, thanks to Ash for helping us out. I might give it a try towards the end of the show in case I put my back out. But an awesome way to kickstart the week. We're gonna get a little bit of healthy cooking in as well. Let's complete the holistic health.